The Barrio 23 de enero, January 23rd, in Caracas was center stage in the events of February 4th, 1992. With this rebellious tradition, the neighborhood's residents remember that date and uphold the identity and political legacy of Hugo Chávez. Let's dive into this quarter in the following story. Big blocks atop the hills west of Caracas are the traditional image of the barrio known as 23 de enero. This is an architectural landmark of the 50s. The quarter's residents have been key participants of huge political events like the fight against 1958 dictatorship, the Caracazo of 1998, and the uprising of February 4th, 1992, as well as the resistance posed to the coup d'etat of 2002. Today, this area is the site of the mountain headquarters known as El Cuartel de la Montaña, where the remains of Comandante Hugo Chávez rest. The residents here remember the events that transpired 30 years ago, those related to the military uprising that put Chávez's name in the eyes of history. That window to my left, while I was leaping there and I started hearing noises, since I know what a caliber 50 sounds like, I think to myself, this sounds ugly. I look out the window and I see something big's going down, but in Miraflores, I can see all the way there. A friend of mine passes by driving his car and he shouts, "There's a coup! It's the military!" I turn on the lights in the house and the balcony. Like 15 minutes or so go by and I hear the boots of the rebels coming this way, and I can see them stationing at strategic points. The sudden appearance of Chávez in Venezuela's political environment was an absolute game changer. The residents here remember his famous speech after the attempted coup because of his, for the time being, words taken as a promise of hope for those who yearned a change in the country. For the time being means we have to start working as we must. We have to be more conscientious, and that the fight is pretty tough. Like he said, this is not a one-day fight. It takes a long time, and we are looking at it. Chávez is still present in this neighborhood and all those other neighborhoods in Venezuela. Speeches, political upbringing, social works, and symbols. Thousands today are social and political leaders inspired by his teachings and leftist ideals.
I never forget about 4F because I was born again there. To me, it was like a new beginning. Until this day,
Comandante Chávez turned the country into one big school and university. We all come from that. Those of us fellows who have been in a revolution, we have been educated with Comandante Chávez. After his death, he left a lot of content on video format and in writing, and we are learning from that and growing strong with it, trying to organize our ranks because Chávez's strategy was to organize the people who were scattered. It's already been 20 years of a Bolivarian revolution, a project that for 6 years faces sanctions from the United States seen as aggressions carried out to make people yield and give up on the Chávez project.
those of us who believe in him and follow his legacy will keep working to make this country of ours grow stronger. We will never change. We are going to be here resisting whatever comes, despite the pain I feel whenever he comes to mind. I will use that to keep fighting for my country from inside its borders.
The Barrio 23 de enero continues to reassert Chávez and his political ideals, a history of struggle and resistance.
Leonel Retamar, teleSUR, Caracas, Venezuela.